Hello, Cimmi here. Welcome to my very first video in my new series, Character Design Corner. Yeah, I know the name is very creative. I might call it the OCDC for short until I make a better name for this series. I'm an artist, not a series namer, okay? It's not my job. As you might be able to figure out, this series is going to give you all a little peek into the process I take into making my characters. I'll go over things they're inspired by, their backstories, little quirky fun facts about them, stuff like that. I'll also go over how I incorporated certain things into their designs. It also gives me an excuse to rant about my characters for about 10 minutes. Okay, without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Today, we're gonna go over how I came up with my persona, Cimmi. I thought this would be a great way for those of you who are new to my content to find stuff out about me. It'll be a little intro video of sorts. The way I made Cimmi isn't particularly interesting, but I thought you guys might want to know stuff about her, so here we are. The way I made Cimmi's design isn't particularly interesting, but I think it's a little unexpected how I made her so pink. Not like anything is wrong with that, but I personally lean towards more cold colors like blue and slate. But I really like her design regardless. I actually have no idea where those two bunches of hair in the front coming from the sides of her face came from. I thought it might be that I personally like to style my hair with parts of it in front of my shoulders and the rest of it in the back. I do think it's a little weird that it's so curly and puffy while her hair in the back is straight, but it's just part of my art style, I think. On the topic of her art style, I also don't know where that little heart coming from where she parts her hair from. A little side note for those of you who are new, I make little hair swooshes in almost all of my drawings. It's purely a stylistic thing, but I have no idea where it came from. I really like that heart though, to be honest. It's a cute little trait that makes her stand out from the rest of my OCs. Now, onto her outfit. Her signature outfit is the one on the far right, but the one in the middle and the left are just little alternate outfits I came up with. Cimmi's taste in fashion is pretty similar to mine, since she is my persona, but I'll say it's definitely much cuter than mine. I personally really like baggy clothing and long sleeves, hence why I usually draw Cimmi's sleeves very puffy. She almost always has long sleeve tops, so I like to offset that with some short shorts. She also always wears sneakers, since I'm a sucker for them. Not gonna lie, I also like boots, which you'll see a bunch of my OCs wear. Both of us really like solid colors and simple clothing, so I never add patterns to her clothing, but if I do, they're very simple. I find that those simple touches, although a bit bland, can make a character memorable and also easier to draw. Enough about her design though, let's move on to the interesting part, her personality. Since Cimmi is my persona, our personalities are pretty much identical. We're both INFPs, social introverts, Libras, and Hufflepuffs/Ravenclaws. Long story short, we're just really creative, kind, and socially awkward. We like having long intellectual conversations over not so intellectual topics, and we're very introspective. Daydreaming and staring off into the distance while lost in thought is a very common occurrence for both of us. And I'll admit, we're also a little airheaded and clumsy sometimes. I'll also go over some of her interests while I'm at it. Since Cimmi is my persona, we share the same interests and hobbies. We like watching anime, specifically Demon Slayer, BNHA, and The Promised Neverland, drawing, and playing video games, particularly Pokemon, Hollow Knight, and Animal Crossing. We also like to bullet journal and scrapbook and have a knack for stationery. We're also workaholics, so we really like being kept busy and productive in one way or another. We always listen to podcasts or music while working to help keep us in the zone. One of our favorite pastimes is cooking, even though we don't necessarily make hard dishes all the time. Cimmi's backstory isn't particularly interesting, but I think it might interest some of you. Disclaimer, although she is my persona, our lives are nowhere near the same, so yeah, do with that what you will. I just thought I should put that out there. Cimmi is actually a nickname she goes by. Her legal name is Ciara, but she gets her nickname from the username I go by over on Scratch, Cimmerelli. Yes, I know that's the name of a girl band, and I was really young when I made that account, and I wish I could change it, but I've had it for so long that it sticks. Please don't at me, I never intended to steal the name. I just really liked it. She is a young aspiring artist currently in her freshman year of college. She attends one of the universities of California, like UCLA, UC Santa Barbara, etc., but dreams of attending an art school someday. She is an animation major and likes making short frame-by-frame animations. Because of this, she often stays up late at night working hard on her assignments. She lives in a family of 5, which consists of her mom and dad, her younger brother Reagan, and her older brother Jacob. Don't worry, I'll make videos on her brothers in the future. She is really close with her dad and Jacob, with who she shares common interests. They like to have little talks about video games, movies, and comics. She's on good terms with Reagan and her mom in general, but occasionally fights with her little brother. The two of them like to tease each other and have little petty debates from time to time, but they never take it personally or hold it against one another. Jacob is usually there to break up fights if things go too far, though. Their parents are overall very supportive of them, but they can be quite hard on them sometimes. Being of Asian descent, they often push them academically. They're also very protective of Cimmi and her brothers, so they occasionally fight over that. However, they're still very kind to them and try their best to stay in touch and on good terms, just in case she finds any inspiration while she's out and about. She also likes to listen to music during all of her commutes, her favorite artists being Kiana Lead, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Claro, and Khalid. She also has a small heart tattoo on her left wrist, which is often hidden by her sleeve, and a small black band tattooed around her right ankle. She, like me, is also pansexual and Asian American. And with that, that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please let me know what you guys think of this series in the comments. I would really like to know what you guys think. Oh, and if you have any questions, feel free to share them down below. I really like talking to you guys. Feel free to give a like and subscribe if you like this video, and feel free to check me out on other platforms as well, which are in the description box below. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, also, I actually didn't record enough voiceover for this, so, here are some bloopers, I guess. The way I made Cimmi's design isn't particularly interesting, but I personally think it's a little unexpected that I made her so pink, you know. Oh my god, why did I say pink like that? For those of you who like pink, I'm sorry. I'm gonna redo that. Enough about her design though. Let's move on to the interesting part. Her personality. Oh, why did I say interesting like that? Oh my god. Interesting. Okay, honestly, we're just a huge mess. We're not perfect. Today, we're gonna go over how I came up with my persona, Cimmi. I thought this would be a great way for those of you who are new to my content to find stuff out about me. It'll be a little introductory.